Hi, everybody. I wanted to create a short video for you. We're going to be talking a little bit about what's going to happen between now and the end of the semester. And then I also want to tell you about your final exam. So in all of my classes, I have everything posted now that you'll be doing toward the end of the semester. This is fluid dynamics. And we have the last assignment in fluid dynamics is chapter 9, but chapter 9 is very, very short in this class. Chapter 8 is the last complete chapter that we'll cover. Then we just cover a little bit of chapter 9, and then we get ready for the final exam. So the final exam days here at Northwest College are May 5th through May 7th. And I have several times that I've posted to each of your web pages, each of your Moodle pages, so that you can see when it would be available for you to take the exam. I've also posted study guides for most of the classes, and I'll get those up for the other classes as soon as I can. The final exam can be taken, I have 2 periods of time each day, 11 to 2 on Wednesday or 7 to 9 at night on Wednesday. If the time, you get 2 hours for each final exam. So if the time period here, for example, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. is 3 hours, that really means that you can start anytime between 11 a.m. and noon, but you have to give yourself 2 hours. So you have to start by noon in order to finish up by 2. I also noted on each of these, if it's a Zoom only, the early morning ones, for example, and the late night ones are Zoom only. So I've tried to include a block of time at night and also a block of time early in the morning for those of you that work or have unusual schedules. So you can take the exam beginning between 11 and 12 on Wednesday, May 5th and ending by 2 p.m. or from 7 to 9 p.m. on Wednesday, May 5th. Or you can take it Thursday early in the morning, 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. So once again here, you could start between 7 and 8 a.m., but this one is a Zoom only. Or you can take it from 2 to 4, either Zoom or face-to-face. On Friday, May 7th, both of these time blocks, you can either take it by Zoom or you can take it face-to-face. And so you can take it 9 to 11 in the morning or 2 to 5 in the afternoon. So I've tried to scatter the times throughout the 3-day final exam period in order to give you options. Some of you are in 2 or 3 of my classes, in which case you still have 6 choices. Now, the one thing I do want to ask, if you want to take your final exam face-to-face, regardless of which of these time periods you wanted to do that, please let me know ahead of time so that I can make sure to be physically here in my office. If I'm proctoring by Zoom only, I may stay home and proctor from my home office. If you want to be face-to-face, I will be here for sure. So those are just some of the things that go on with the class. Now we just looked at fluids. You'll see for thermodynamics, we have a similar situation where everything is posted. The last material that you'll cover before the final in thermodynamics is chapter 8. So the last homework assignment is due on April 30th, and then you have time to get ready for the final exam. There's some practice problems. This is not valid. I'll take that off the website. That's from a previous semester, but there are some practice problems that will get you ready for the final, and then this schedule as well. Same schedule. So in other words, people in thermo, fluids, any class may be taking the final exam at the same time. So it's not going to be just with your class, but with my other classes as well. Now in surveying, engineering surveying and practical surveying, don't forget next Friday, which is April 30th, we have a lab experience. Zane Flowers is going to come do a GPS demo with us in the morning from 10 until noon. And then after that, those of you that have missed the lab experience will have an opportunity to make it up. If you have finished all of your labs, except for this GPS, you'll be done as soon as Zane is done with his demonstration. But after that, here's the schedule for the final, same times, same Zoom link. Once again, if you want to take it face-to-face, just let me know. The other thing I did want to show you is here in surveying, for both engineering surveying and practical surveying, I did post the 8th and final segment. So there are a few videos I wanted you to watch. One is about boundary surveying. One is about corrections for steel tape. And then 2, these are very short, are about surveying as a profession. So this is just sort of like the information that I really wanted to get in by the end of the semester. Then there's a handout. Your homework is at the end of this handout for both classes, and then you submit it here by May 4th. All right, so we've been through those classes. Let's take a look at mechanics of materials. See, it's very similar. We have completed, or I've posted all of the material. We've just finished the combined loads Mohr circle, which is a technique along with stress blocks for solving combined load problems. And once again, that is from this handout. So the material that you cover, the examples, and the homework itself are all in this handbook for this section. They're not in our textbook. So when you're done with that, submit here. I've done some solutions and hints. Problem 16.7 is just fairly complicated, so I wanted to make sure to work it out. This material will be on the final exam, so you need to make sure that you're comfortable with it. And if you have any questions, do not hesitate to work with me. The last section that we'll cover in mechanics of materials is chapter 11 on the concept of elastic strain energy, which is pretty interesting. And then we have the final exam. Once again, I'll collapse this. This video lecture is not valid for this class. There are some review problems which are valid. One thing I wish to point out, if you look at the review problems, that is not the right one. I'm waiting for it to come up. It's a little slow. There we go. So this is for mechanics of materials. There's a problem from chapter 5, chapter 6, chapter 11, and then this is not chapter 16. This is, in fact, the handout. So problem 16.8 from the handout. And those are the 4 problems that will look very similar to the problems that will be on your final exam. Okay, it looks like maybe this is still hidden. I'm not sure. I'll go back and fix that in just a moment. Anyway, so we've got through all of those. And then I guess the last class to cover would be statics. I don't remember if I did this one or not, but it's the same thing. So all the work is posted. We reordered the material a little bit. So right now you would have gone through chapters 6, 7, and 8 in statics, taken a quiz over those 3 chapters, and then come back and pick up chapter 5 and chapter 9, which once again, the math on those 2 chapters is very similar, which is why I put them together. And then we have the material for the final exam again, same times, same Zoom link. All right, so all of the material is posted. I am going to be here every day through the end of the semester. So if you have questions or problems, please give me a call. Send me a text at 307-272-1833 or send me an email and we'll get you squared away. Aside from that, if you want to take your final exam or exams face-to-face, please let me know so that we can schedule a time and then I make sure I'm here in my office. If you want to take them by Zoom, you can just show up in those time blocks, but it's your responsibility to make sure that you leave 2 hours for each final that you need to take in my classes. All right, everybody, if you have any questions, let me know. I look forward to working with you and happy finishing up this semester. Talk to you later.